I'm 19 years old and I make consistently over $50,000 selling mentorships and courses. Yes, you heard that right. Selling trading mentorships and courses. And I make a lot of money by doing so, right? Now, as you can see right here, to go over some numbers, you can see what payments, $36,000 in a single month. You can see Coinbase right here, 1.5K USD, and then 3K USD on Trust Wallet as well. This is consistently around $40 to $45,000 every single month. Okay. Now, I just want to make sure, well, first of all, that should actually show the numbers, reload, so you guys can see that it's not fake, no fake numbers whatsoever. But first of all, I want to make sure that you guys understand, and I'm not a typical demo guru, okay? I'm not a typical demo guru that flexes, their lifestyle, flexes rented cars, flexes, Rolexes, apartments, whatnot, okay? I'm not a typical demo guru. I've been trading for almost 5 years at this point, and I've got verifiable proof of everything. I know what I'm doing when it comes to trading. I make a lot of money by trading, and that's why I can make a lot of money by teaching others how to make money as well. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna, name drop some people that don't really make money off trading, but you'll see later on in this video, right? Now, to go over some trading profits, right? You can see 4K in a day, 5K in a day, 5K in a day, 3.5K. I've got proof of live accounts, proof of funded accounts, proof of withdrawals, bank statements, payouts. I trade live every single day. I've got it all, okay? Don't worry. I know what I'm doing when it comes to trading. And I made money. I made my first 10K a month before I even made my first piece of content. You guys can go back to my oldest video right here. Actually, let's do this, right? Made, almost $8,000 in 2 weeks before I even sold anything, okay? I know what I'm doing. And matter of fact, I also made a YouTube video just today, actually, on how I made $10,000 this week trading with verifiable proof of everything. I just want to make that very clear, okay? I'm not a typical demo guru that, relies on course sales for a living or, mentorships or whatnot, okay? I know what I'm doing, and I constantly make, consistently make $20,000 to $25,000 every single month with trading, just trading profits alone, okay? Now, this obviously leads to, plus 50K a month consistently, probably, more, close to 60 to 65K, but you get the idea, right? Now, you may be asking, well, you make 40K from mentorships and only 20K from trading. Isn't that scammy? Isn't that unethical? Whatnot, right? Well, is it ethical? Yes, of course it is. If you know what you're doing and you're not a typical demo guru scammer. I make this good money because I can change people's lives with trading, and they invest into me, buy my high ticket program, my mentorship, and they make more money by, joining. And after a couple of months, they've already, made back their investment in that period. Okay. And after that, they've obviously got profitability forever until they, don't want to, trade anymore. Right. Now, I've got a lot of case studies right here. You can see $0 to $10,000 student interview, $0 to $18,000 in a single month right here. And basically, I've got a lot, right? Hasn't stopped, $25,000 in payouts. You get the idea. You can just keep scrolling here, right? Now, this right here just shows you that my program works. And that's why I make such good money, because I can leverage my results to get other people in as well, right? Now, this obviously doesn't work if you don't know what you're doing, if you aren't profitable and you don't know how to trade, okay? I'm not gonna, this is not a video for me to hate on people, but you get the idea, right? These guys have been, exposed plenty of times. You all know that these people aren't legit, okay? That's just how it is. In this industry, unfortunately, there's a lot of fake demo gurus online that flexes, their dream life or rented cars or Rolexes and whatnot. And they basically manipulate you into buying their service, even though it doesn't really work, right? Now, to go over this as well, right? Is it ethical that I make more money, actually about double, selling mentorships compared to my trading? Well, yes, it is. And I'll break it down here, right? If I can make someone go from $0 to 10K a month, right? So 10K a month, isn't that beautiful? Like that's really good, right? That's 10K a month. That's around 120K a year. Now let's just say 100K a year, right? 100K a year, right? Now if I can make someone 100K a year, I can charge that guy, $4, $5, $6,000 for my service, for my information, for my resources, for my skills, and for my time. Okay, my time is worth a lot of money if I can make someone, 100K a year, or basically 10K a month, right? Now, obviously, you guys could go to case studies. I've done this multiple times. Like, I can't even count how many of times I've done this for my mentees at this point, right? Now, this is why it's so beautiful. Because if you, create a good program, you can make a lot of money by leveraging this. And then by leveraging these results from your students that, get 100K a year or 10K a month, you can basically get more people in and more people buy. You make money, they make money, win, 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 basically, right? Now, unfortunately, as I said, there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing and doesn't know how to trade, etc. But, that's just how this industry works. You gotta, use your head before you really, buy someone or buy into someone, invest into something, right? Now, how do I collect viewers? How do I make money off this? How do I build my audience and build trust? Okay, basically use organic content. So I don't, use paid advertisement. I don't use paid ads whatsoever. I just use free organic content. So that's social media, YouTube, IG, TikTok, Twitter, etc. There's both short form and long form content here. Short form basically just to get eyeballs. You can see just quick trading tips, how to become profitable, some trade recaps, more tips and tricks on trading, and basically proof of concept, right? Educational and just talking videos, right? Just to get eyeballs, to get people to know my name, know my face, right? Now, long form educational content on YouTube is where the real magic happens. I make a viewer go from a viewer to a buyer, and then after buying, obviously he gets insane results, right? Now, right here, you can see 128,000 views right here. No, 128,000 views, yeah, in 3 months, which is absolutely insane. I probably collected like 25 to 30,000 dollars just from this video. It took me 18 minutes to make it. 18 minutes, I collected $30,000,
The
around like
market is
25,
closed.
30, 32 probably, just from this video alone. Like it's absolutely amazing because people see what I do. They see my proof, they see my results, they see everything about it. And if they like what they're doing, if they like what I do, how I teach, my results, my proof, and everything about that, well, they're going to opt in on a free opt-in with my Discord, where I have a free community. And I also have 2 freebies. So they're going to opt in on my freebies and basically get access to this and this. If they want access to that, write my 16-page free PDF file going over my entire strategy. If they want access to my free entry checklist, well, they're going to fill in their information, fill in their email, right? When I, get their email, they get sent into a, email sequence, right? There's a lot of sales tactics to this, a lot of conversion mechanisms. I won't go, in depth about this in this video. That's another topic for another video later on. But basically, I get their email, get their information, and I hit them from all angles. So IG, YouTube, right? Email, TikTok, Twitter, etc. If they like what I'm doing, if they're constantly blowing accounts, constantly feeling stuck, constantly not getting results with trading, they're gonna get pushed to my landing page every single time on every single platform, right? Long form content, description, IG funnel, many chat. There's a lot of ways to do that. Email, TikTok, Twitter, like they'll be hitting this and landing on this landing page right here from all angles, where I basically have my VSL, my video sales letter, where I basically explain how I've done it, my story, how I've changed other people's lives as well with trading, and how they can do it themselves with my help, obviously, right? Now, if they like that, there's a lot of KPIs to this, sales KPIs, book a call, play rate, conversion rate. Like there's a lot of KPIs to this and a lot of stats behind this. I'll go over this as well in another video. That's another topic for another video. But basically, if they like what they're doing, if they get, motivated by do this and they want to change their lives with this, well, they're gonna, start application and they're gonna, fill out an onboarding form or some kind of, application form, and they automatically auto qualify depending on, if they're ready to invest, how much they're confident in and I can help them, etc. And they basically get, auto unqualified if they don't have, under $500 to $1,000 to invest, and blah blah blah. So they get hit if they're unqualified. They get, nurtured back into the email sequence. Keep watching my YouTube content. When they've got enough money or when they're ready, well, they're gonna try again, right? If they qualify, they're gonna get with my sales team. They're gonna have a call with my closer, my sales team. There's a lot of backend systems about that as well. Won't go into that about that in this video. That's another topic for another video. You guys will see. But basically, they get hit from all points and they buy my mentorships, right? Now, there's obviously close rate, conversion rates to closing. There's show up rate. Like there's a lot of conversions, a lot of KPIs, a lot of data on this. It's not just, this is basically just the front end side of things. This is very, basic. I'll go over more in depth about this later on in some other videos on this channel. But basically, they get hit from all points and they buy my mentorship. All of that leads to me making money and them changing their lives with trading from my mentorship. That's how I make 50K a month consistently. Maybe not consistently more than that, but let's just say 50K because that sounds pretty good for a YouTube title. I can't lie. But you get the idea. I'm not a typical trading demo guru. I make a lot of money by trading, and I make a lot of money by, selling access to me, access to my resources, access to my skills, my knowledge, etc. Right? That is how I can make this at only 19 years old. If you guys want to know more, I'll be uploading some more videos on this channel. about everything, about, in-depth stuff about backend systems, AI workflows, sales mechanisms, conversion mechanisms. Like, there's a lot to this. This is basically just the front end part of things. So if you want to, follow along, subscribe to this channel, like the video, and comment, and I'll basically make more of them. If you want to scale your own trading mentorship and courses, we'll obviously, check the link in the description and we'll have a chat about it. Otherwise, hope you all liked this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.